Hello there, this is Mike Graham from Integrated Marketing, bringing you affiliate tips educating beginners and intermediates. Recently, I discovered the answer to a problem which had been besetting my paid ads campaigns. How to do a Facebook ad using video. Now, I was putting my videos on YouTube, but you don't get followed onto YouTube by a Facebook ad pixel. But the whole point of doing Facebook ads is to engage the pixel in um, narrowing down your targeted audience so that people who watch your first ad, which is a video generally, or see your first ad, um, and watch it for a certain time, become the constituents for your second ad, which is the warm ad. Now, I don't want to go into the ins and outs of Facebook ads here, although I'm developing a certain amount of experience here, not necessarily doing them right. And it is great liberation to have found out what the proper answer is, which is to put your cold ad video onto the associated page with your Facebook ads account. Well, you learn something new every day because I've been looking at this associated page for a few months, wondering exactly how I could use it better, more profitably. So that's one way I'm going to start using it. But anyway, as with everything, until you're taught something, until you're told something, you don't necessarily know it. But that does not mean that you have to just give up and stop doing what you're doing. Obviously, if you're doing something unprofitably that you're trying to make work but doesn't work, then you need to find out the answer to why it doesn't work. But in other ways, there are other ways to continue on your marketing journey until you find out the necessary answers, which is why most people do a mixture of paid ads and time exchange ads. And the recommendation is always that you do one of each or two of one of them at the most, because although it sounds a bit like putting your eggs in one basket, actually becoming an expert in one field is better than being a jack of all trades and being scattered across the whole range of information about running ads for marketing purposes. But as a learner, just as I'm a learner, it's important to know that you have to ask questions. Not only that, you have to get educated as well, and you have to be prepared to do the education in order to know the stuff that you want to do. And then, once you know the stuff, you've been educated enough, then you can create your own content for your unpaid ads, which is going to be some sort of regurgitation of the information that you've taken in for the purposes of passing that information on to others so that they see you, or in this case me, as a person with a degree of authority and expertise on the subject. Now, I strictly call myself an intermediate now. That doesn't mean to say I've made loads. It just means I'm not a beginner. And I have enough information inside me about marketing, and it has been a hard-won thing, I have to tell you, to be able to tell beginners about what they need to do and some intermediates. But I'm always open to learning more, just as I'm open to broadening the range of content that I put out on my unpaid ads. But the trick is to keep on learning. You never know enough. And probably you've never put out enough content. And you can never sort of call it a day and stop without thinking, well, there's still stuff I have to do, which doesn't mean to say that you have to get down and put it out there already. But it just means that there is still things for you both to learn and to inform other people about. But the trick is, don't stop asking questions. If there is stuff that you don't know, then ask. I mean, you can ask me questions on here, and I will try to the very best of my ability to answer questions, just as other people do. And every time you find out something that you've been doing wrong, how to put it right, then a big light bulb goes on and you just feel nice and relaxed inside and feel warm and much happier. So, it does have an emotional component as well. Because, quite frankly, when you are not getting it quite right, it can be very, very frustrating. And I don't think people are trying to do this stuff without succeeding. But it's not necessarily the easiest path to follow to success. So anyway, my advice is this: if there are questions that need answering or asking in the first place, please ask them somewhere if you can. There are people who know far more than I do, and you can find them fairly liberally scattered around YouTube. Or if you think I can answer them, then ask me. Or if you have a go-to person who's an expert like I do, then go and ask them. Giving information costs very little and wins you friends. Anyway, I hope as a sort of feel-good video, this felt quite good for you. And if you liked it, give me a like. If you liked it even more, subscribe to my channel. And above all, get yourself a copy of the free product on targeted traffic, which I'm offering. Because you do need to target your traffic in an increasingly focused way in 2018 coming up to 2019. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Your attention is very much appreciated. So till the next one, bye-bye.